The air crackled with an electricity unlike any other, a palpable hum of anticipation and underlying sorrow that permeated every corner of the vast Incheon Munhak Stadium. What if, for just one night, the power of a collective voice could reach across an unimaginable chasm, bridging the gap between idol and fan, between performance and a deeply personal farewell? This wasn't just another stop on a world tour. This was the culmination of a solo journey, a poignant punctuation mark before a temporary, yet undeniably significant, hiatus. And as the spotlight found its mark, illuminating the figure of Kim Seokjin, better known to millions as Jin of BTS, an extraordinary event began to unfold, an event that would leave both the artist and his devoted armies, adorable representative MC for youth, with an indelible memory, forever etched in the annals of K-pop history. Imagine, if you will, the sheer volume of a stadium packed to its absolute brim, not just with screaming fans, but with individuals carrying a shared weight, a common purpose that extended far beyond the usual celebratory fervor. There was a solemnity interwoven with the excitement, a recognition that this particular evening held a unique significance. It was a farewell, yes, but more profoundly, it was an affirmation. An affirmation of connection, of loyalty, and of a love that, for many, had become a cornerstone of their lives. And as Jin, with his characteristic blend of charm, humor, and breathtaking vocal prowess, navigated the intricacies of his solo set, a subtle undercurrent began to build, a silent conspiracy among thousands that was about to erupt into a dazzling display of affection. The setlist flowed, a meticulously crafted journey through Jin's solo discography, each note resonating with the raw emotion that has become his signature. From the soaring melodies of Awake to the introspective depths of Epiphany, he commanded the stage with an effortless grace, his powerful vocals filling the immense space, reaching the farthest corners of the stadium. Yet, even amidst the polished performance, there was a vulnerability in his eyes, a knowing gaze that seemed to acknowledge the unspoken understanding between himself and his audience. He moved with a quiet intensity, a performer fully immersed in his craft, yet perhaps also keenly aware of the sands of time slipping by, counting down to a different kind of stage. As the concert approached its climatic conclusion, a hushed anticipation descended upon the crowd. It was a peculiar stillness, an almost reverent silence that momentarily eclipsed the usual roars and cheers. Something was brewing, something meticulously planned and executed with the precision of a military operation, albeit one fueled by pure, unadulterated love. Suddenly, as Jin prepared for his final song, a wave began to ripple through the stadium. It wasn't a typical fan wave. This was different. Instead of a uniform surge of light sticks, individual placards began to rise, slowly but surely, like 1,000 luminous flowers blooming in the twilight. What was happening? Even for the most seasoned concertgoer, this was an unusual sight. Then, as if orchestrated by a silent maestro, the words began to materialize, piece by painstaking piece, a collective message forming across the vast expanse of the crowd. It was a breathtaking tableau, a tapestry woven from the hopes and heartfelt sentiments of countless individuals. The magnitude of the effort was astounding. The dedication required to coordinate such a massive display, almost unfathomable. This wasn't just a spontaneous outburst. This was a testament to the organizational power and unwavering devotion of the ARMY fandom. And the message itself? It was simple, yet profoundly impactful, a direct echo of their deepest desires and wishes for their beloved idol. Jin Cries. ARMYs leave a message for BTS's Jin during his last solo tour at Incheon Munhak. The headline would scream later, capturing only a fraction of the emotional resonance of that moment. But What was the message? And how did it affect the man at the center of it all? As the final lines of the collective statement coalesced into clarity, a gasp rippled through the stadium, followed by a wave of emotion so potent it felt almost tangible. The message was a poignant blend of gratitude, encouragement, and an unwavering promise of support. It spoke of waiting, of cherishing memories, and of the unshakable bond that transcended physical distance and the demands of duty. It was a message designed not just to be seen, but to be felt, to burrow deep into the heart of the recipient. And then it happened. Jin, who had been performing with an admirable composure throughout the evening, paused. His eyes, scanning the sea of glowing placards, widened slightly. The usually playful and confident demeanor began to waver. A visible tremor ran through him. He took a deep breath, perhaps attempting to regain his composure, but the sheer force of the emotion washing over him was too great. The crowd held its collective breath, watching, their own hearts aching in sympathetic understanding. A single tear, then another, traced a path down his cheek, catching the stage lights like shimmering diamonds. Jin, the eldest young, the worldwide handsome, with a reputation for his unshakable confidence and witty retorts, was openly weeping on stage. It was a raw, unfiltered display of human emotion, a moment of profound vulnerability that resonated deeply with everyone present. The cheers that erupted were no longer just celebratory. They were infused with a fierce protectiveness, a shared sense of empathy, and an overwhelming surge of love. The sight of their beloved idol, so often the epitome of strength and stoicism, being moved to tears by their simple, heartfelt message, shattered any remaining emotional barriers. This wasn't just a concert ending. It was an emotional crescendo, a powerful exchange that transcended the usual fan-artist dynamic. It was a reminder that even global superstars, with all their fame and accolades, are ultimately human, susceptible to the same depths of feeling as anyone else. Jin's tears were not tears of sadness in the conventional sense. They were tears of profound gratitude, of being seen, heard, and deeply cherished. They were a testament to the enduring power of connection, a silent affirmation that despite the temporary separation, the bond would remain unbroken. The reverberations of that night extended far beyond the stadium walls. Social media exploded with tributes, personal accounts, and heartfelt messages from armies around the world who, though not physically present, felt the profound impact of the moment. The phrase "Jin Cries" became a global trend, not as a point of ridicule, but as a badge of honor, a symbol of the deep emotional connection shared between an idol and his fans. News outlets, even those outside the usual K-pop circles, picked up the story, recognizing the universal appeal of such a poignant display of human connection. What does it truly mean to be an army? That night in Incheon Munhak offered a powerful, undeniable answer. It meant unwavering support, creative dedication, and a deep understanding of the individual behind the superstar persona. It meant a collective effort to send a message of comfort and love during a pivotal moment in their idol's life. It meant transforming a concert into a living, breathing testament to a bond that defies geographical boundaries and linguistic barriers. BTS Jin eventually managed to compose himself, his voice thick with emotion. He expressed his gratitude, his words punctuated by sniffles and heartfelt gestures. He spoke of the message, of how deeply it touched him, and of his promise to return stronger, healthier, and ready to embrace his fans once again. It was a moment of mutual reassurance, a reaffirmation of the unspoken contract between artist and audience. He might be embarking on a different path for a while, but the knowledge that his armies would be waiting patiently and steadfastly was a comfort beyond measure.